I am here with Jake Siegel, head coach of the Kirkwood High School hockey team. Jake, this is a big game. You are up for MidStates Game of the Week, week 2. What are your 2 to 3 biggest challenges as a coach preparing for this game so early in the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing to kind of think about for a lot of these players is think back to last year. We got Vianney on a Monday night down at their barn. Last year in the playoffs, they gave it to us, and that's definitely fresh on a lot of our players' minds. So that adds a little fuel to the fire. But I think for us, the biggest thing is, we got to play Kirkwood hockey, and that's a kind of mucky, grindy game. And if we can continually play that game against a good team like Vianney, we're going to get a result that we want. And so it takes focus out of our guys to play their game and to stick to Kirkwood hockey. So,
love it. This is a new season. Where do you see improvements for your team this year over last year? What do you think the biggest growth area is going to be for you as your season progresses?
Absolutely. So this is my first year as head coach, and so it's been a challenge, definitely. But at the same time, it's a blessing, right? So taking over this team this year is it's given me the opportunity to kind of put my footprint on this program, and I think we're definitely going in the right direction. So in terms of on ice, improvements can be made every single day, every single shift, doing the little things right, getting back to simple games. So.
What's the biggest key to your success versus Vianney in this game? What did they do well that you think you need to work to stop?
Absolutely. So Vianney's always played a really fast game. They're a very fast and skilled team, and that's not necessarily Kirkwood hockey all the time, right? We've got a lot of fast, very skilled players, but like I said, Kirkwood hockey's mucky and grindy, and if we can kind of shut down their skilled players, we can really, like I said, get the result that we want.
Awesome. Well, that's Jake Siegel from Kirkwood High School Hockey Club. Looking forward to MidStates Game of the Week, number 2. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
I'm here with Freddie Piasecki, the Kirkwood High School captain.
What's going on?
What's going on? How hyped are you for this game and why?
This is a big game. I'm really excited. It's always, my past 4 years playing at Kirkwood, Vianney's always been like the guys. It's a battle. They're in Kirkwood. We are Kirkwood. So it's who owns Kirkwood, basically. And I think the biggest thing coming from last year is they did really take it to us in the playoffs. That's fresh in everybody's mind, but they have a new team. We have a new team. It's a new season. So we're ready to go.
I love it. The battle of the district. Clearly you have friends, club hockey teammates on the other team. What's the chatter been like leading up to this game? Some good trash talking you want to share?
Yeah, it never
chirp you want to put out there?
It never goes down, but I think even coming into the season, all the guys from last year and then some new players from this year who just made the club team and are playing Vianney, it's the blood runs deep, and there's not a lot of Kirkwood guys in the locker room. I'm the only guy, so like you just kind of got to take it for a little bit, because we didn't really show much playoffs last year, but this year for Mark Shipley, Caden Pullum, and and I'm not even gonna remember his name. It doesn't matter. It won't make a difference. I think we're gonna let our play speak. Steve Siega. So, not much chirping, but we'll see how it goes.
It's a long week.
It is a long week, isn't it?
So for a game like this, any pregame songs, and what's your go-to pregame meal?
Pre-game songs, we really love Turn My Swag On over there by Soulja Boy. It was our goal song last year. I think we changed it up this year, but it still gets the guys going. It's the right mindset. And then, to be honest with you, I keep it simple. I like the pesto pasta with a little bit of chicken and mushrooms, and I go from there. I like to load up carbs and then, just let it sit for a little bit.
What are you most excited for this season? You're at the beginning of the journey. Here you are with a big opponent coming up. What excites you most about this season?
I really like this team specifically. We have our team is just full of hockey players. Everybody blocks shots, everybody finishes checks, everybody shoots, everybody scores. It's a team full of hockey players, and we're here to play hockey. And I don't think there's anywhere better to do it than in our barn with our people. So I'm very excited for this season.
That's Freddie Piasecki, captain of the Kirkwood High School hockey team. Good luck this week, Freddie.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors. They'll make your backyard the place everyone wants to be. Pools, patios, outdoor kitchen, sport courts, and more. For the ultimate backyard, hit up a St. Louis company that's been doing it for more than 25 years. Check out SplashSTL.com.
We love this game, and we noticed something missing. Youth hockey families needed a space that's real, supportive, and actually about their experience.
Not just the AAA highlight reel, we're talking B and C, A-level players, first-time hockey parents, and every kid grinding to get better.
We're here to share stories, learn from each other, and have a blast doing it.
No drama, no negativity, just love for the game.
We're growing the game from the ground up, one episode at a time.
Too many men on the mic. Hockey is more fun the better you get at it.
All right, folks, you got Jared Ballin here with Too Many Men on the Mic. I'm joined by Caden Pullum, Mark Shipley, and Chase Vogelsong of the Vianney Griffins. Boys, we got a big game coming up this week, next week, I should say. Game of the week, division opponent with Kirkwood. How hyped are you for this game? What is last year's success and those opportunities? How does that feed into your drive this season to get back to the Challenge Cup? What do you think there, Pullum?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're hyped, but this is just another game in the regular season. We have one Friday night we have to focus on, take it one game at a time, one shift at a time. And last year, we got eliminated in the Final Four, so that's just, we want that back. We want to get back to that position. We want to do even better this year. We got a new group of guys, but that doesn't mean we can't be more than capable of winning a Challenge Cup.
Mark, what about you?
Pretty excited. It's senior season, but yet again, it's just another game, Last year we did make it to the Final Four, but we fell short to Chaminade. I hope we can go to the final this year. I feel like we have a good group of guys.
Well, somebody tells me you might have a good goalie too. So, Chase, giving a look here at the season, the upcoming season, and drawing on last year, let's talk about your drive and what do you think the keys to success are going to be?
Yeah, we just need to get pucks to the net, pucks in deep, just play the right way, and try to keep it out.
All right. Any friends on the other club? Any club team members that you guys got? Any chatter going on right now? I got to imagine this weekend, if you're up in Chicago with Piasecki, there's going to be some back and forth. Anything going on with the boys in the other team?
Well, we're obviously aware of their captain, Freddie, and he's on our team, and he's a good guy and all, but we know that our skill speaks for itself, so there's no reason to talk anything because we know in the end, we're more than capable of beating this team and showing them what we have.
Mark, what do you got?
We don't really need to trash talk. We'll just show it to them on the scoreboard. So.
Yeah, like he said, we don't need to say anything. We'll show them out there, just like we did last year.
Little fun question here. Go-to pregame song. Who's on aux in the locker room? Who's the go-to pregame song?
I throw in my AirPods and I'll play something like some Linkin Park or something like that.
I love the 90s there.
I'd say my go-to song is "Don't You Worry, Child" by Swedish House Mafia.
There you go. And go-to pregame meal.
Oh, I like a little pasta just to get the carbs going and something simple.
A rice cake with peanut butter.
Yeah, same as Pullum said, just a little bit of pasta.
And then last for each of you, best memory from last season. And what are you most excited about this season, being your senior year?
Yeah, I mean, making the Final Four is fun, but we've been there the last 2 years, and we just want to, get past that hump and hopefully make it to the finals this year.
Yeah, it's senior year. Got big shoes to fill. Didn't get that much ice time last year. Favorite moment was probably getting an assist against Kirkwood. That was pretty fun.
We got Kirkwood coming up here on Monday. What about you, Caden?
I'd say favorite moment, probably beating Chaminade in the M Cup and making Final Four, obviously, but we've been there before. And high expectations this year as a senior. You get to lead a group. Give it all we have because you never know. This could be, all you have, and obviously it means a lot.
Well, boys, hey, thanks for giving me some time. Get out there on the ice, help those little fellas, and best of luck to you this week up against Kirkwood. Take care, guys. Back to
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors. They'll make your backyard the place everyone wants to be. Pools, patios, outdoor kitchen, sport courts, and more. For the ultimate backyard, hit up a St. Louis company that's been doing it for more than 25 years. Check out SplashSTL.com.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
We love this game, and we noticed something missing. Youth hockey families needed a space that's real, supportive, and actually about their experience.
Not just the AAA highlight reel, we're talking B and C, A-level players, first-time hockey parents, and every kid grinding to get better.
We're here to share stories, learn from each other, and have a blast doing it.
No drama, no negativity, just love for the game.
We're growing the game from the ground up, one episode at a time.
Too many men on the mic. Hockey is more fun the better you get at it.
Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
6-2. Vianney on the other side. They're 2-0 coming into today. Two pretty good wins as well. 5-3 over Oakville, and then an 8-0 win over Fort Zumwalt West on Friday night. And they got a lot of scoring power on this Griffin side.
That's how we expected the Griffins to come to this season. They're always at the top of the standings, especially when you're talking the private school and Catholic teams in St. Louis. They always have a good program, along with CBC, SLU, and DeSmet, like we've seen. So them starting off 2-0 isn't really a surprise, especially with the pummeling of Fort Zumwalt. His program really isn't all there yet, but this is a very, very good Griffin team. But 2 games into the season, although Kirkwood's 0-2, we don't really know much about them yet.
And it's just something about this Afton rink. You mentioned CBC SLU. This is also their home rink alongside Vianney. It's looking straight across from the CBC banner and the SLU High School banner as well. A load of really good years for them. Obviously, CBC, I mean, I don't even know how quick. I couldn't even count it quick enough to give you the right number. Looking straight across, Vianney, they got a handful as well, 4 of them. SLU also, they got 4 as well. I mean, all of these teams, they're in this rink. This is not a super spectacular. Obviously, that's a nice historic rink, but it's not, it's no Centene, to say the least. But there's still a charm to it. And for somehow, all the best teams are playing through Afton.
Just because it's where they've always been. You don't want to change things up. But the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. There's no reason to. But there's been a lot of historical games played here. It's dubbed the barn for a reason. It's probably the most like an actual barn in hockey in St. Louis, just with how old and not very to scale as some of the other rinks, but it's a great place to host, and it usually has a good environment here.
And it always brings me back to my time up in northern Minnesota playing farm towns and arenas like this, where it's not the glitz and glamour. It's not a huge arena with bleachers all the way up both sides. Some high schools have that. I mean, if you're talking about Hill Murray High School up in Minnesota, they have a humongous rink, and that's just their home rink. They don't even have state championships there. It's simply there because they built it, and it looks really, really nice. But where I'm from, there's a lot of rinks like this. It's smaller rinks, low ceilings. It's just a beautiful atmosphere that really adds to it and gives it a little bit more specialty when you know the saying. You're playing in a really a specific, this is your rink. It really feels like it because it's not a huge arena for everyone else to enjoy. It's really for your team.
And all the little bounces that are going to take place here, the weird bounces off the stanchion on the glass, the active boards in the corner, which, I mean, could have changed in the last 5 years. It's been a while since I've played here, but they used to be very active and take a lot of funny bounces. But the ice is usually in great shape. It's one of the better sheets of ice that I can remember playing on, even though it's such an old rink. But they know this rink, and that's their biggest advantage.
Both teams taking the ice now. Vianney in their golds in the Griffins. The Griffins wearing that, I guess you can say more of maybe a lighter Mizzou goldish, bright yellow with the Griffins across the front with those black and white stripes going across for the trim. And Kirkwood on the other side in the red and the white. Very similar to Boston University, one may say.
Yes, yeah. I mean, they look exactly like the Terriers at Boston University. Just
beautiful
the red
jerseys, though.
Yeah, just so simple. The red and white stripe, nothing. You're not doing too much, not doing too little. And Vianney, yeah, I would describe it as yellow. We called these back in the day the bumblebee jerseys. Even speaking to some Vianney players back in the day, these aren't even their favorite jerseys. They have really, really nice whites and really nice all black jerseys too.
And the weird thing is usually you see at least one team with a white. That's usually across high school levels, across levels of hockey even. Typically one team's supposed to wear white, and then you get the home colors or the away colors, one may say. But both teams donning their, I guess you could say, regular colors here today for this matchup.
Yeah, that's more of an alternate jersey, I would say, a third jersey for Vianney. They do have a home white, although they don't wear it as much. It's not as popular with the fans as it is with the players, and I think it's more of an appeal kind of thing just because the yellow jerseys are so iconic nowadays. They've won a lot in them. They played the state final in 2020 in them, when they beat CBC. So they're kind of a hallmark of this Vianney team now.
That's just the hockey traditions. If you're winning in it, you certainly don't stop wearing it. To say, I have a question for you here as we get closer here in the pregame. We're noticing some tape stripes on the helmet here. That's becoming more common in today's game, especially at the youth levels. What's your opinion on the tape stripes on the helmet?
So these Vianney's always had them. They've always had the yellow stripes, at least as far as I can remember. It kind of resembles their their football helmets, but I can't tell you the reasoning behind it. I don't know why, but I know it's always been like that, at least as far as I can remember.
It's going to be a really, really exciting game between these two sides. As right now, Drew Steinhaus in the net for Kirkwood, warming up without a stick. That's something you don't see very often, to say the least. And I'm not sure if I see it anywhere.
No, I don't see it anywhere. I wonder if that's a case of left it at home. I mean, I don't want to speculate. Left it at home. No. Broke it pregame. Hey,
maybe that's just part of the warm-up.
Maybe it is. And Ava Whaley, number 70, she led the team out, so I presume that she's going to be the starter net, and I would think it's going to be number 34 for Vianney as well, Chase Vogelsang.
It should be really exciting. And, yeah, that's just how he warms up, I guess. That's an interesting look. He just left it on top of the goal. He wanted to see the shots without the stick just go pretty much right after it, blocker glove, nothing else. That's I don't know if I've ever seen that before. No, that's interesting tactic there.
I've never seen that before. I wonder if it's just like a quickness thing, just trying to maybe be a little better without your stick, because we've seen some goalies hold sticks a little differently in the past. They really get on you if you only hold the thin part of the shaft and not the thick part, and that's why they lose their sticks as much. But you kind of if you train without it, you'll play better without it. But you certainly, if you're a goalie, you don't want to be playing without your stick. No. So I'm certainly
interesting.
A little confused by the warm up, but he's got the stick now. So,
well, as we can continue on the pregame, Daniel, what is going to take for both these sides to win? I think starting with Kirk, what would you say is kind of the key for them to try and pick up probably what would be an upset win here over Vianney?
I think you got to put Vianney on the ropes early. You got to come out flying. You got to have a fire under you. You got to get an early goal and maybe even two, and then you can impose your physical game, the style of play that you're used to. If you let Vianney get that early goal and settle into their style of play, you're in big trouble, because in the past, it could be very different this year, but in the past, it's a team with a lot of skill and a lot of speed, and they will wear you down very quick. They get a lot of zone time, very crisp passes, moving the puck around. So that you just have to get out there early and try to get one before they do.
Jake Siegel will certainly try and get his team fired up right out of the gates. But I think that will be certainly the goal for Vianney is you got to get going right away for Kirkwood against the Vianney team. He's certainly coming in with a lot of confidence. So I guess for Vianney, what would you say? Got to get going to either A, hold off that Kirkwood start, or B, just do something of their own to get going here.
As Keith Fisher always says, just go out and play your game, play hockey. Have a good game. You don't want to try and do too much. Don't try to be too fancy, especially if you know you're a little bit of the better team. Just go out there and play hockey. Play simple hockey, and things will go your way.
Well, the teams are wrapping up the warm-ups. We got 20 seconds remaining here in this pregame as we get ready for this first period, sponsored by Vantage Credit Union, your financial partner for life in Metro St. Louis. Learn more at vcu.com. And don't forget, the MidStates Hockey Game of the Week is brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. Well, it certainly is going to be a very exciting matchup, and I think we've talked about it so much, the hype around this game. Obviously, I think the stands might fill up a little bit more. We certainly hope. But even with what we got now, I mean, you could already tell with just a handful of fans in the crowd, you know it's still going to be a loud atmosphere.
That's all you need sometimes, is a few loud and rowdy fans. You get your team fired up, gets everybody going. That student section is just a huge part. If I'm looking at the Kirkwood side, I see 3 people maybe in what would be their student section. 4 or 5 over for Vianney. It's an 8:30 on a Monday night. Not a game that's in Kirkwood, which I'm a little surprised about, considering they have a rink, and that's where both these teams are. But you never know. Maybe. I mean,
hey, this is a home game for Vianney, so
it is. And Kirkwood, when you play Kirkwood at Kirkwood, I will say the crowd's always awesome. It wraps around the whole rink. The stands are always full. It's a fun place to play.
Oh, we look forward to hopefully getting the call game over there. But it should be really exciting here tonight as the drums are being banged. We are getting ready for puck drop. Both teams converging at the bench. The referees getting going here as we get ready for our MidStates Hockey Game of the Week, brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. I swear I'm going to say Mattingly right.
I have
the first
faith
time.
in you, Jake, but
It's going to happen.
But we pointed it out pregame that all you have
know.
to do is look across the ice.
Maddington
and
is
it's
just
plastered on the boards
I
right
know,
there.
but I think Maddington is just for some reason implanted into my brain.
That's
I can't get
fair.
rid of it.
Where would that be from?
I have no idea. That's the problem. Well, again, big thank you to Mattingly Lumber for sponsoring this year as we get ready for puck drop. Eva Whaley in the net, cross ice from number 34, Chase Vogelgesang, as we get ready for our Mid-States game of the week. It's the Battle at Kirkwood, and we are underway from the Afton Ice Rink. 15 minutes of the first underway inside the Vianney zone to start. They play it back in, playing it around, control on the backside, and flip back in deep, and it goes off as a Kirkwood player has been blasted through the bench door and into the Vianney side. That was Zach Berkey.
Yeah, Zach Berkey just got absolutely lit up, and that's a dangerous play. Not anything that anybody did on purpose. It was a clean hit. It's just very dangerous when the door's not closed like that and a player falls through.
Face off, one back by the Griffins on the far side. Dropped on the near side. Salas looking to play it off. Pullman takes it around his own cage. Vianney looking to break it out. They will. Could be a chance. Pass up ahead. Got fanned on as Kirkwood was stuck. Not sure what they were looking for. Vianney could have had a 3-on-1. Back in and offside by quite a bit. Trying to break it through as Wolkoff brought it through. Salas entering the zone a little too early.
Yeah, Wolkoff has eyes for the net. He's got 8 points. He's the leading point scorer for the Vianney Griffins so far this season. So he's got eyes for the net. Just tried to get in there a little too early.
Jackman on to take the draw for the Pioneers, but it's one back by Schloss. They'll move it over. Shipley dumps it in on goal from the near side. It's played in. And looking to move it around. Seago centering feed and fanned on as that one was just out of the reach. Firing it through Brooks McClary. Played out. Vogelgesang. And up the near boards. Bollinger rolls through him, trying to get back. Now a chance for Vianney. Moving through. What a move! And the sauce off by Schloss. Just couldn't connect as the whistle goes and the net popped off its borings.
That's not really the start you wanted to see from Kirkwood so far. Vianney's already got a grade A chance on the rush there. What a move from Caden Schloss just to try to make that backhand feed just a little too far out in front. But this is the style of play that Vianney's going to use, that speed to get in the zone quick, try to get those odd man rushes, and we've seen it early.
Minute 04 in, 0-0, face off on the far side. Kirkwood trying to flip it out of the zone. They can't, kept in by Patterson. Along the far side, Zamboni doors, dancing through. Backhand look, and that one is tipped away. As playing it in was J.P. Fagan. Stopped on the near side point. Flip back in for the Griffins. Kirkwood trying to break it out. There's Graham trying to dance through one. Run into Fisher coming in and will ring it down deep. Stop behind the net. Patterson looking to bring it up. He's squashed into the boards. Drop back in the Kirkwood end. They try and play it off the wall. Griffins moving it up on the near side. Run into, and now back in to Tamble. Cross ice feed on net from the point by Fagan, and will be covered up by Whaley to get the whistle.
The Pioneers have just struggled a little bit in the neutral zone. Choppy passes, a lot of bouncing pucks. And we've seen two guys instantly on the puck carrier with Vianney, just trying to make sure that no Kirkwood guy has any time to get anything set up.
Quick shot in and a toe save made as that one was won back to Patterson. Unable to push it through Whaley. Trying to move it ahead, and now back out comes Riggio. Moving through, could be a 2-on-1. Oh, couldn't get the pass through. Riggio from the far side as the net pops off. That was going to be inside of the zone as Chase Rhea blew a tire, went tumbling into the cage.
Yeah, Chase Ray just lost his footing a little bit. We've seen already the net pop off a couple times. Moorings aren't too strong here. Like we said, this is an old rink. Some old moorings in the net as well.
Ice is certainly a little harder in this rink. It's a lot colder than most rinks, so it's a little bit tougher for those little spikes that aren't drilled in to stay in the ice when collided to. But that's also the kind of the point of them as well. Face-off won by Vianney. Kirkwood keeping it in on the far side. Getting it back, Grundler. Back behind the zone. Riggio centering up to the point. Monroe unable to stop it. And he keeps it in at the point. Riggio walking it in. Shot in. Blocked out in front by Mark Shipley. Shipley has it behind. Tries to play it up. Can't begin the breakout for the Griffins. Inside the near side corner. Lost off the stick of Wolkoff. Pulhar lost it. And now Vianney the other way. Wolkoff dancing through one. Dances through two. Cross center ice. Brings it in. Shot in and a blocker save by Whaley. Salas below the goal line. Chips it up to himself. Tries to center it. Can't connect with anyone. And wrists it down. Took a deflection off of Pullen. And he'll collect it in his own zone. Long pass up ahead. Stretch pass unable to connect. Trying to move it through again. Stross in front of it. But now back in for Vianney. Giving chase Shipley. Trying to win it back. Runs into a man. Waiting for him there was Spittler. Battle for it, a man shoved down on the backside. Schloss. And now into the zone. Stross. Cross-ice feed, and offside is Kirkwood. Unable to recognize the play was Teddy Clanton.
As Stross put the puck just a little bit behind Clanton, too. Clanton was looking at that feed pass to be right in front of him to get in the zone. And he's telling Stross right now, just get that puck deep so I can go after it.
Face-off one back by Krnko. Stop behind the net. Vianney trying to begin the breakout on the near side. Pops around and eventually moved up ice. Seago gets it into the offensive zone. Got run into the crease. And finally, Kirkwood getting control of it. Hayden Krnko unable to clear the zone. Walking the line. Shot in, got blocked. A big block out in front by Jalen Stross. Dropping back to collect. And a stretch pass intercepted. Jackman tries to get through and he blows his man up. As Merrick just stepped in his way and Jackman let him know he's there. Zach Berkey trying to get it deep. Kirkwood again popped up into the glove and Fanning on the rebound shot. And played back down low. There's Ely. Backhand centering feed. Pops out. Still loose and finally covered up. A hand to the face at Jackman as the whistle goes. As Austin Elliott getting tangled up.
And no shock at all to see Caden Jackman throwing the body around, running guys over, getting into the front of the net. Because that's exactly what his dad, Barrett Jackman, did. He was a very physical player back in the day.
Ripped around, face-off won by Vianney, but it pops back out. Monroe, back down low. Piasecki, shot, fanned on by Jackman. He walks it around, plays it back up to the point. Berkey, centering feed, trying to wrist it in. Piasecki, the captain forward to this Kirkwood side, pops onto the crease. Backhand attempt right into the chest of Vogel Gasong. Jackman giving chase, played around by Brooks McClary. Vianney far side begins the breakout. Stretch pass unable to connect cross ice. Off of the board. Back into the hands of the Griffins. Flip through. Schultze trying to kick it ahead. Moving through. Good move, but a loose puck. A hand in the air, and Vianney will get the first power play of the game. And it's going to be for a high stick as hard of the ice went J.P. Fagan.
That high stick kind of just slowed Fagan down a little bit. He was flying into that Pioneer zone, had a head of steam, and just got a little unlucky with a high stick from Zach Burke on defense.
Face-off coming on the far side. Vianney on their first power play of the game at the 5:19 mark of the first. 9:41 to go. Still zeros across the board. Face-off won back by the Griffins. They look to set up in the offensive zone, starting on the far side, but getting a hold of it and fire it down was Ben Bollinger. Nice little fake play, wrist it around and a shove on the backside. Vogel Gasong, what a play. Love to see that from your goaltender. Wristed down as Hisserick firing it back down the other way. Pullum waiting in the far side as now they look for the breakout play. Quick pass ahead. Lincoln Patterson over the red line. Will bring it in himself. He'll wait. Dropping it back. Wilcomp. Cross ice feed. Shot in. Save made. And cleared away by the Pioneers once again. Now time Cooper Schultze. Wilkoff skating it over. Top of the circle on the near side. Will try and get it back down to the corner. Can't do it cleanly and cleared away by Carson Graham. Stopped again. Austin Elliott waits. Up ice. One-time feed intercepted by Graham. He'll just go down low off the glass. You need a cleaner break out there if you're Vianney. Once again, they start up in their own zone. They move up ice and running into Fisher. And now the other way. Austin Elliott moving it cross ice feed. Wilcox walks it in to the backhand. He scores! Quinn Wilcox puts Vianney ahead 1-0.
That's their leading point scorer, Quinn Wolkoff, at 8 points coming into this one. That'll be number 9. He's going to go over to the student section and celebrate, but just comes in with the head of steam, and it would have been not a great Vianney power play to start, a good Kirkwood penalty kill. But when he comes in with the head of steam, you got to slow him down somehow. You got to throw a body, great forehand, backhand, waits out Ava Whaley and just slides that one in the empty net.
That goal coming at the 6:48 mark of the first. Vianney up 1-0 on the power play goal. Kirkwood needing a response. Riggio brought back in. McCleary wanting to hold on to it. Couldn't cleanly. Grundler puts it back into the far corner of their own end. They're able to clear the zone. Wristed quickly back in by Mark Shipley. Stopped by Whaley as Kirkwood begins their breakout. Spittler runs into a man. Trying to move around Hisserick. Spitzler. Run into. And again, they just move it behind their own goal line. Hisserick leaving it off. Grundler taken away by the Griffins in the corner. Back up high to the point. Glarner waiting. Shot. Blocked out in front. And now Kirkwood trying to move the other way with speed, but it bounced off the stick of Clayton and wristed right back down by the Griffin. Spittler. Pass missed. Moving ahead. It was Clanton, but wristed again deep into the O zone by Vianney. Played through, big hit laid. Now Kirkwood the other way. They gave it to Jackman over the blue line. Holds up, top of the circle, tripped up, and it's going to be a power play here for the Pioneers as Ely tries to skate it through. Jackman lays a hit at the end, and Kirkwood will go on the power play after the trip on the backside by Jacob Harper.
And you can see why Caden Jackman's the leading goal scorer so far and the leading point scorer, that is, so far for Kirkwood. He comes out with a lot of speed, cuts to the middle of the ice, not a single protest on that trip from the Vianney bench or any Vianney players. Just a quick move to cut into the center of the ice and try to chop at the puck and chop at the skate instead.
That was actually Austin Elliott going to the box. So he will sit that penalty at the 8:13 mark of the first. So Kirkwood with a chance to tie up this game. Jackman is back on defense. Wrists it around into the netting and out of play for the first whistle on the near side draw.
That's something we see. It's a pretty common thing these days, Jake. You put a fourth forward out there on defense on the power play just to get an extra look on net. And it's no surprise that he's the one at the point. It almost looks like he might be the one quarterbacking this entire power play.
Freddie Piasecki winning it back to Jackman. He'll walk the blue line, dishes it back down low. Ely waiting. Jackman going back down to Ely. He can't connect with him. Slapping it down Shipley, and that one's going to clear the zone. Jackman will slowly make his way back as he will begin the Pioneer breakout. He'll move it up. Ely over the blue line. He'll skate it through. Giving him some businesses. Nittel trying to move it through Riggio. Cleared down, and a shorthanded chance here. Here comes Wilcock. Has the opening goal. Shot across his body and fired to the far side. Ending up back on the stick of Nittel and fires it on net off of the glass. Here comes Jackman with speed. Trying to move up. Stops. Pulls it back. Piasecki over the blue line. Makes a move on the far side. Waits in the corner. Back up to the point. Jackman holds onto it. Piasecki, the captain, at the circle. Ran into a man at being Pullum. Back below the goal line. They wait. Back over to Piasecki. Riggio in the slot. Jackman waits. Shot in. Glove save made by Vogel Gassan.
Kirkwood kind of settled in a little bit there, was able to figure it out on the power play a little bit and kind of set up. Looked to find Jackman back up at the point, just a quick wrister. Vogelgesang saw it all the way, though, as a screen in front of the net wasn't enough.
Don't forget, Vantage Credit Union wants to give you a little financial boost. Right now, they're offering you $250 to join as a new member. Just open a new checking account and use promo code STL250. It's that easy. Whether you're saving for hockey tickets, gear, or your next financial goal, Vantage is here to help. Don't wait. Visit vcu.com/checking250 today. As this one rolled all the way down and on net, and Whaley will cover it with the glove. He'll get a draw inside of the Kirkwood end with 34 seconds left on the power play. Jack Fisher will step up to take the draw across from Charlie Salas, and Salas wins the draw back and backhanded back down low by Schloss. Kirkwood looking to move the other way. A nice hard stick check on the body of Fisher, and now he moves up the other way. He leaves it off. Bollinger. Fisher over the blue line. Grundler behind him. Fisher waits. Back up. Bollinger. Near side. Fisher. Center of the ice. Shot blocked out in front by Burke. Now the other way. Schultz running into a man. Along the blue line. Kept in. They see him. Far side look. Shot. And a toe save made as Schultz, I think, maybe wanted to fire it down. Backhand of the length, but right after the power play expired. And it will be an icing.
Well, Kirkwood's slowly starting to find their way here, Jake. They're realizing that this Vianney team is just a lot faster than them. They got to make crisp passes, move the puck, and just shoot whenever the shooting lane's there. But we saw a few, I wouldn't say the best shot decision, shooting right into a Vianney defender right in front of you.
Face off one forward by the Pioneers from the near side. A shot on saved. Shots now 6-5 in favor of the Griffins. 4:36 to go here in the first. Face-off won by the Griffins. On the far side, Pulhar in the scrum there alongside McClary. And it's taken away by Shipley, trying to move through. He's able to get it past Strauss. And now the Griffins unable to break it out as Monroe keeps it alive. Played back in, bouncing around into the neutral zone. Near side, fire back in by Krinko. He gets shoved down from behind. And now the other way. Ooh, a hard collision outside of the boards. It's kept it at the blue line by Kirkwood. Shot in, glove save, and covered up on the blocker there by Vogelgesang.
That was a hard collision at the far end boards between Strauss with Kirkwood. He just blew a tire in that corner. Vianney wanted a trip, and so you'll see the ref give that often. Even though it's not intentional, they'll give it, but refs said play on in this one.
Jackman in to take the draw against Wolkoff. Wolkoff has a lone goal so far as he's kicked from the draw. So Natel, it's one back by Kirkwood, but all the way past their own defense. They trying to play it back down low. Picked up the other way, Chase Rhea. Fired back in by the Griffins into the Kirkwood zone. Monroe spinning back below the goal line. He gives way. They break it out. Piasecki trying to move it through. Up ice feed. Trying to connect with Ely. And now back in by Natel. Shot in and off of the pad there. A good shot coming in from Wolkoff. And now the other way, Jackman trying to use some speed. 2-on-1 with Piasecki. Jackman rolled off his stick at the last second at the top of the circle. Piasecki tries a center. Didn't have a man. It's at the hash marks. Piasecki now in the corner. Getting some lumber into the midsection. Ely there helping him out for Kirkwood. And coming in, Rhea with a hit. And they still battle for it here on the near side corner. Trying to move it through Rhea. Caught. Jackman still under control. And finally, Rhea clearing the zone. Burke. Cross-ice feed. Ely tips it. No icing. Jackman giving chase. Wolkoff with him there, but a good stick check between the legs. Jackman trying to play it back to himself. Rubbed off the puck. Salas now far side, trying to move it up. Misses his man. And back under control to Pioneers. Nearly picked off. Rubbed off the puck. Good play by Salas trying to move it through, but played again off of the ice by the Pioneers. Looking to bring it up ice. Fisher over the blue line. Into the neutral zone. He'll wrist it in. Cross ice. Vogelgesang stops it, wrists it up, and into some skates. It's lost. Graham out in front, shot, fired it wide, still loose, and cleared out, I think, by Kirkwood themselves. A stick on the ice, that belonging to Graham. Not sure if it's broken or not. It's not. He'll finally pick it up, way out of his net, Vogelgesang, and into the near side. Battling for it in the corner, and the Griffins trying to bring it up. Not a clean breakout, but a breakout nevertheless. They'll move it through, dumped in, cross ice, near corner, flipped in and into the netting from Kirkwood, and that will get us a whistle with 1:47 to go here in the first.
A couple grade A chances for the Pioneers there. Graham all alone in front of the net, gets a beautiful feed, just one times it wide. Certainly one he's going to want to have back, because that was the tie game right there.
Face off on the near side, one back to the point. Shipley looking for a deflection, fires it wide. Over to the near side, Pulhar trying to battle through, taken away. And they bring it up ice. Pulhar up for the boards. They'll move it across. Shipley dumping it in deep from the red line. Giving chase, one back by Vianney in the corner. Seago picked off from him, and now Kirkwood trying to move it the other way, unable to break it out cleanly. Finally they do, but a man rushing in from behind was Schloss, and they're able to clear the zone. Back up the other way, picking it up, Schmidt fires it in, hit hard. Behind the net, Fagan trying to go back up to the point, had it picked off, but it rolls back up. Shot in, deflected, a second deflection, still loose out in front, rebound, kicked wide. Fired away, and that one out of play.
Well, we just had a grade A chance for Kirkwood. That's a grade A chance for Vianney right there. Just a loose puck in front of the net. None of the Griffins are able to pull it out and fire it to the empty net, because Ava Whaley was down. She was spread eagle. She had no idea where that puck was. She was hoping she was laying on top of it, but Vianney just couldn't pull it out and find the empty net.
Face-off coming on the near side. One back by Vianney. They try to get it down low, and now a 2-on-2 the other way for Kirkwood. They move it through, trying to connect into the center of the ice with Piasecki. He rolls through. He runs into a man. Jackman trying to pry it out of the scrum. Back up to the point. Monroe goes back down low. Jackman has it. Near side circle. Wanting to go back up to Monroe. Fired wide. Final 20 seconds of the first. We'll see if Kirkwood can move it up quickly. Monroe tomahawking, leaving it back. Spittler trying to connect with Jackman. Doesn't connect. 8 seconds. 4 seconds. Up ice. Unable to connect. And into the zone. Last second shot. Fired wide of the buzzard by Salas. And that will wrap it up for period number 1. Well, Vianney leads off of the Quinn Wilcoff goal. And it's 1-0 Griffins after the first.
That's a first period that Vianney really controlled. I'd say they had their foot on the gas for most of the period. Kirkwood had a few grade A chances in that period, especially one from number 29, Carson Graham, who was all alone right in front of the net, just had a one-time feed that went wide.
Well, we'll step aside. Period number 2 coming up when we come back.
Vantage Credit Union wants to give you a little financial boost. Right now, they're offering you $250 to join as a new member. Just open a new checking account and use promo code STL250. It's that easy. Whether you're saving for hockey tickets, gear, or your next financial goal, Vantage is here to help. Don't wait. Visit vcu.com/checking250 today. Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
Second period about to get underway, brought to you by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. Vianney up 1-0 after one period of play, and we are underway for the next set of 15. Graham fires it in from the red line, cross ice. Picked up at the red line, Austin Elliott looking to poke it ahead. McCleary tried to move it through, run into a man, stop. Trying to feed it center of the ice, was trying to connect there with Graham. Fired in deflection, and that one played into the corner, a tumble. Still battled for in the corner. Jack Fisher in there for the Pioneers. A man down on the ice right now, and that being Cooper Schultz.
Cooper Schultz just got tangled up going into the boards a little funny there. Looked like he wanted to bounce up right away, but then decided he couldn't. He's favoring that right leg a whole lot.
Now we hope Schultz is all right. They'll help him over to the bench. Faceoff's going to come outside of the zone.
Tough play. Not a cheap hit, nothing like that. Just a couple guys losing an edge in the corner, and one guy goes in the boards a little funny.
Oh, face-off coming near side, neutral zone dot, outside of the Vianney end. Vianney going from right to left on your computer screen, radio dial. Going the other way, Kirkwood down in those reds. Vianney in, I guess you could say the gold. We'll deem it gold. 1-0 Griffins as it's played back into the Kirkwood end. And now a quick play ahead. Could be a 3-on-2. Chipping ahead to himself. Hisserick trying to move ahead. Run into. Back up to the point. Krinko waits. Dishes it back down low. Holding on to it, Fisher. Takes it up. Leaves it at the point. Burke. Shot in. Deflected. Loose in the crease, but fired into the corner. Moving it up ice. Nittel doesn't get it out. Deflected. No. Just clean through and a save made. Battle for the corner as Kirkwood has come to life here at the beginning of the second period. Graham tries to center it. Nobody there in the slot, but the deflection keeps it in the zone. Krinko trying a quick zip pass, and now the other way. Trying to move it through was the goal scorer, Wolcott, and now Burke the other way. Tries to wrist it in deep, instead finds the shins of Shipley. And now moving it up. Pullum along the near side advertising. Flips it in deep. Going to go on goal, and will just be covered up by Whaley for good measure.
A little bit of shoving, going on in front of the net. It's going to be Charlie Salas for Vianney Monroe for Kirkwood. Salas came in a little late on Ava Whaley. And the Pioneers just aren't going to let that go.
No.
So.
You always stand up for your goaltender. Simple as that. And you're not supposed to, promote violence, but you always kind of promote standing up for your goaltender.
Protecting.
Yeah, protecting your goaltender. That's what it is. Face off, one back by Vianney, and now Riggio trying to move it up, rolls off of his stick. Glarner wrists it in deep, goes on goal and covered up. Shots now 11-8 in favor of Vianney. So not updated on the scoreboard. That is a shot on goal.
Now we'll wait and see if they put it up there because that is a shot on goal.
Technically, the definition for shot on goal is anything that would go in without a goaltender. So even a clearance, if it goes in, if it were to go in without a goaltender, it would have been a shot.
And that's why a shot off the post is not considered a shot on goal.
No, it is not. Wrist it back in. A battle for it. Ooh, a little punch thrown a little bit. Quick turnaround look, fired into the corner. Centering feet out in front, laying in the crease, shot, save made. Whaley, tough angle shot, fired in by Tatambo and played in to the netting. What a chance again for Vianney as they push in towards the net.
Well, let's talk about the play of Ava Whaley just for a second. Something we discussed not on the broadcast last week when we saw her warming up is she's so quick. She's very quick in the crease. So
she really is.
Even with the guy out in front, she just looks so calm. And that's a huge compliment to the way she's played so far.
Face off on the far side, glove side of Whaley. In as some skates off of the drop, still tangled up, trying to move it ahead, pops out in the slot, able to get a stick in front of it, shot in, deflected, glove down, trying to move it through was Elliott, and now Kirkwood looks to break it out. Pass in front to Jackman, doesn't connect, fired back in by the Griffins. Hisserick trying to tip it up ahead. Ooh, could have been a chance, rolls off of the toe of Jackman. Now back under control, into the slot. Ely nearly took it over, rolls through Jackman. Vianney unable to clear the zone. Still battle for Jackman. And finally picked up on the backside by Schloss. Can't clear the zone cleanly just yet. Oh, but it pops over the stick of Hisserick. Back into the zone. Kirkwood offside. And now moving up with speed. Here comes Rhea. He'll fire it in off of the boards. Burke trying to make the stop in the near side corner. Flipped up towards the point. Picked off. Shot in. And a glove save made as that one's let go by McCleary. Onto the far side wall. Flipped up into the neutral zone. Griffins drill it right back in. Burke collecting it. We'll look to move it up. Ely is running into him, but no reason was Schloss way after the play. Kirkwood will be back on the power play. It's played into the corner, and the whistle goes. Just an unnecessary penalty on the backside there by Caden Schloss.
Well, some shouts from the 4 Vianney students that are over there right now, but I mean, that's
what are you going to argue there?
There's no argument. That's clear and blatant interference right there.
Way after the play as well. Oh, the interference call coming at 3:37 of the second period in the Vianney student section. Those small, they are really giving it to the refs.
That's all you need. It's just a few.
You just need a couple. That's all. That's it. One guy with a confidence, and he can control a game. Face off, one back by Kirkwood, fired in, and an easy save made.
In this case, one guy with confidence and a gigantic drone.
Yeah, that's about all you need. They can really make a difference. I think one guy's a shirt off under a jacket. That's interesting. Played back. Burke off the draw. Shot in. Blocked. Bollinger tries to fire one in again, and that one blocked as well in the slot and fired right back down. 11:08 to go here in the second period. Vianney still up 1-0 with the Wolkoff goal in that first period on the power play. Moving it through. Kirkwood up ice. Bullhar over the blue line. Top of the circle. Wanted to spin back. Got a shoulder. Extra lumber, but he's able to come out with the puck. Pop back out. Fisher. Shot. Blocked down in front. Bollinger wanted the shot. Didn't get a one-timer. Cross ice feed. Loose in the slot. Bouncing around. Fisher trying to move through. He got knocked down into the corner. Unable to clear. Could be a shorthanded break. And now the other way. Wolkoff walks it in. Wolkoff shot. Save made by Whaley. Wanted to go low, unable to connect, and now the other way. A possible 3-on-2. Bollinger, top of the circle, spinning back, doesn't have a man at the point, has to just dish it into the corner. Vianney can't clear the zone. Oh, no, they do as it popped up, rolled away from Jackman. He'll drop back, allowing his team to change. He'll now bring it up. He collects his own speed. Pass got deflected, trying to stretch it over to Riggio. Jackman into the slot. Pass can't connect with Piasecki's. It rolled over his stick. Piasecki firing it back down low. They set up the power play. Ely. Jackman. Ely again. Waiting. Shot in. Fired high as that one may have got deflected on the way through. Battle for behind the net. Shipley. Battling away. Carson Graham getting in the mix as well. Graham. Piasecki. Trying to fire it through. Wrists it up. Don't clear the zone though, the Griffins. Jackman waits, fires it over. Riggio, shot in, deflected. Oh, and Graham just directed it the wrong way. And now 2-on-1. Short-handed here for Vianney. Wolkoff holds the top of the circle. Shot blocker save as he came rushing in there with Seago. Vianney back up to full strength. They move it through. They still only got 4 guys on the ice, though. Into the slot. Still loose. Shackman can't pick it up. Might be a blessing, though. Played up ahead, but the stretch pass out of the reach and over the goal line for the icing. Oh, could have been so close to another breakaway that time for Schloss.
Yeah, a bench blunder almost turned into a bench gift because Schloss was, I don't know what happened there. But once the penalty ended, Vianney didn't throw another guy out on the ice. So Schloss coming out a little late, almost got him the puck, but the stretch feed was just a few inches out of his reach.
9:04 to go here in the second. Don't forget the Mid-States Hockey Game of the Week brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. Vianney winning the draw, trying to play it through. No icing as it was deflected on the backside there by Hisserick. And now they try to play it up. Can't. Blasted right back down low by Glarner into the far side hash marks. Played back on the far side. McCleary drops it back off. Glarner shot blocked. Doesn't touch it. A big shot block on the front side there coming from Strauss. Kirkwood able to play it back into the Griffin end. Back around. Glarner Along the boards, McCleary trying to pick it up in front of the Zamboni doors. Clanton tries to fling it back down low. Could have been a chance. Strohs can't connect. Battled in the corner. Clanton able to slap it back down low. Another scrum commencing. One behind in the corner, another one in front of the net. Strohs trying to get advantage there as he is just getting bullied by Rhea. Now out in front. Centering feed and it's blocked. Bollinger waits. Feeds it back over. A hold. Looking. Centered again. Still loose out in front. And a save made. How that stayed out, I'm not sure, but Vogelgesang has just been on it and outplayed up ahead. Quick look in and a glove save made and it's fired in. JP Fagan unable to push it through. Whaley has been excellent tonight. Krinko rolls past him up to the point. Vianney trying to backhand it back down low. Played through by Messerla. Backhands it back down low. Monroe as it bounces off of the net. Kernko with 7:17 to go here in the second period. Unable to play it through. Polhar trying to go off the boards. They're going to say deflected on the way through. Riggio giving chase. Shipley able to pinch him off. And now back the other way. Pass not connecting through the zone. Looking to find Tatamble. He'll blow a tire behind the net. Long stretch pass ahead, and that will be an icing. Off of the boards, a little too heavy and all the way down.
Yeah, Hisarich tried to find a streaking Riggio up the middle, and he almost had him. You like the idea of just Kirkwood trying to get anything going here. And I'll take it back a second, just talk about the play of Ava Whaley, like you mentioned. She's been spectacular. A couple odd man rush saves and a few breakaway saves as well. Just great positioning and rebound control.
Face off on the far side, glove side of Whaley. On the far side of this Afton ice rink. Chilly one today here in St. Louis and resulted in even chillier temp as it pops out. Nobody knows where the puck is, and the shot and the whistle goes.
So what happened there is the puck deflected up and hit the ceiling.
Oh, and no one saw it.
Nobody saw it. That's why all the Kirkwood players were standing there with their hands out because they thought play should have been dead, and which it should have, but you play till the whistle. You have to play to the whistle.
That is right. Face off one back by the Griffins. Shot in. Open look out in front, waiting, centering feed, and just rolling through. That's Wolkoff had it, and now trying to move it up. Burke hitting him there behind the net was Salas. Still battled for, running down, up back to the point. Vianney shot in, deflected wide as it went off the stick of Nittel. Trying to collect it behind the goal line, he does. He waits. Doesn't have a man in the slot. Will just rip one from a tough angle and rip down by Kirkwood. And no, it doesn't have the distance. Didn't have the speed as it just died in the snow. Now up ahead, long stretch pass. Wolkoff wanted to dish it off, but Nittel, he stopped his movement forward as he wanted to play that third man high. Jackman gave a correction. That was Hisarich getting a nice little shove via cross-check into the chest. Now Ely, he gets hit hard into the boards. Ely will pick it up, and he'll skate it around his own zone. Saucer pass on the backhand, tipped ahead. Jackman, good move. Could be a 2-on-1 with Ely. Jackman moving it in. Jackman centering feed to Ely, and he pushed it wide. Second chance from below the goal line, and another save made by Vogelgesang. Now back the other way. Here come the Griffins. 2-on-2, now 4-on-2. What a move by Wolkoff. Dishes it off. Shot. Waved on. Back up to the point. At the hash marks. Jackman chasing in. And below the goal line, it's at the corner. Spittler now in the mix as well. Wolkoff, or correction, Nittel. He's also in the mix. They're asking him to move the puck. The Vianney faithful, I'm not sure what they were asking for there, but probably just a whistle saying they're not moving the puck at all. Stick loose on the ice, picked up. That belonged to Ely. And skated back in. Shot got blocked. Trying to move it ahead. Flip pass ahead. It's going to fall. Jackman at the slot. Shot. Pushed it high and wide. Jackman with the breakaway, unable to finish it. Played back in. Vianney able to pick it back up in the form of Tommy Glarner. Tried to go up high. Bollinger, correction. He kept it in. Trying to fire one deep. Got deflected on the way through. Back ahead. Nittel. Trying to move it through, one-handed on the backhand. Spittler moving it through, blown up in open ice. A big hit laid by Austin Elliott right in front of the penalty boxes. Bollinger trying to dance around, puts in a couple spin moves, but it's one back. Seago Goes back up to the point, under control. Pullum trying to wrist one through, got deflected wide of the net, and played back to Whaley. A little bit of an extra look is a late stick, not a dangerous one, but just a little bit of a, hey, how you doing? Coming in on the backside by Caden Schloss.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscue from Spitter, and then Whaley Spitter tried to give it back to her, and I wasn't sure if she was expecting it or not, but a little bit of a late cover there at the end.
Shot 17-15 in favor of Vianney. One back and fired into the neutral zone. Vianney trying to look it back in, almost a high stick, called not. As a yard sale right now on the ice. For a second at least, looked like a stick popped through. Rolling through, no sticks fall to the ice. And on the far side corner, Kirkwood looking to break it up. Grant runs into his man. Vianney skating it backwards in their own end. Pullum, long stretch pass ahead. Deflected in, McCleary giving chase with Burke in the corner. Centering feed, shot in right into the chest of Whaley. Don't forget, our Mid-States Game of the Week is brought to you in part by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. Joe salutes all of the players and coaches in tonight's game. For more information, call Joe Watson at 314-872-8900 or search Joe Watson at Stiefel.com. Face off on the near side. One back again by the Griffins. Shot in, got blocked. As firing it in, Elliott hitting his own man, Fagan, at the circle. Kirkwood again unable to break it out, but it drops out of the zone. Vianney the first one to it. Oh, quick turnaround clearance. Got deflected away. Bouncing around. No clean clearance. Still loose at the blue line. Nobody can collect it. Glove down. Might have been held onto there, but I mean, he took it for a bit of a skate. That was interesting. Took it for quite a bit of a distance before dropping it down. You're usually supposed to just drop it. This one pops back up. Centering feed. Higher, flying wide. Oh, a wide open look on the back end for Messerla. As he gets a little bit of a hug by Tatamble on the back end and say, hey, just walk it off as the net pops off.
Yeah, just unlucky from both sides right now. No team really having the puck luck since Vianney had that opening goal. So it's really just been a game of bounces so far since then, and no one's had the one go their way yet.
Face off on the far side. One back by the Pioneers. They look to fire it up, and they do. Does it have the legs? No, sir, it does not. Everyone's a little lackadaisical. Riggio winning it back. Has it in the far circle. Shot in. Save made and covered up. It's a little bit of a battle in front of the net.
And maybe a little frustration from Vianney after that play. Just a little, yeah, like you said, lackadaisical letting that puck go. And with all this snow, you never know if it's going to make it or not. You got to skate the whole way, and it turned into a turnover and a great chance for Kirkwood.
As Grundler got shoved in a little bit after the play, back up to the point. Rolls up Ely, quick turnaround shot, pops out in front. Jackman with a little bit of a check. As he's going to get shoved around a little bit on the backside by Shipley.
A little bit of a late whack on a potential bouncing puck, but yeah, Vianney's going to make him answer. Not too much of an answer, but just got to let him know, hey, don't do that again.
Always got to give him the warning shot first. One back by the Griffins. They get control of it as well. Moving it around Shipley. Unable to pick it up as Jackman with a good backhand play. Unable to keep it alive in the slot. Pilasek able to play it back down low. Piasecki now back up to the point. Try to connect with Jackman. One-handed backhand play. Keeps it alive. Jackman trying to walk it in. Jackman backhand saucer feed. They score!
Okay, Jackman, Jake, he's been all over the ice for the Pioneers so far. We wondered if it was going to be him that's going to get the scoring chance or if he's going to provide it. He's the one that provides the great backhand saucer feed to Hunter Ely. His line mate Ely smacks it out of the air on the backhand into the back of the net, and the Kirkwood fan section erupts.
A beautiful backhand saucer play by Caden Jackman, and he connects with Hunter Ely, and he ties the game at the 13:09 mark of the second period. 1-1, wrists it back down low by Kirkwood. Shots are even at 18 apiece right now in this Battle of Kirkwood. The rivalry certainly living up to it right now. This one not having it. This is Hisserick. Will skate it around from the near side to the far side, below zone goal line. He'll backhand it across. Clayton gloving it down. He'll look to move it up, rolled away from him. Now Hisserick trying to pull it through the blue line, rolled off of his stick. Off of the Pioneer. Now quick feed up ahead, deflected by Burke into the zone, giving Chase McClary. Has it in the corner, tries to spin back. Burke right there to stop him. Moving it ahead, trying to move it through Clanton. Back up to the point, shot in, deflected, and into the netting. Letting it go there was Caden Pullum.
I mean, we've talked about how great Ava Whaley's been at net. The one thing I will say so far is just doesn't seem confident in playing the puck behind the net. There's been a few chances, and she just kind of stayed home, which, I mean, if you're not confident, don't go play it because scoring chances, bad scoring chances happen in those scenarios.
And not really something they teach very often as face-off drop down, not a lot of effort on the backside by Wolcott, but he wins it. Deflected through, sneaking in, and Whaley with the saves. Some extra shoves in the face on the backside. As that one stayed out, and we're going to get some penalties here, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if number 9 for Kirkwood, Alex Monroe, gets in a little late, a couple face shots, a few quick punches. And, yeah, he's going to go for Kirkwood, and I think he's going to be the only one.
So it's going to be a rough and it out to Alex Monroe. And Kirkwood asking why there's not another. Ely's going to come off. That's what Jake Siegel is possibly looking forward to, or maybe that's just been his position all night. Not exactly sure. And it looks like that's what it has been. So power play for Vianney. Final minute of this second period. Hisserick just trying to hold it up, pulled out. Good move ahead, shot in, and had a man wide open on the near side, but Nittell just wanted to shoot it through. Jackman giving chase, final 30 of the period. Played up ahead, Jackman with the stick lift, kept in the zone. Piasecki up to Jackman, trying to skate through one-on-one. Run into, they want a penalty, but they're not going to get it. 19 seconds. Moving up ahead, the Griffin shot in, fired wide, below the goal line. Bollinger picking it up, will try and wrist it down, doesn't clear the zone. Final 10, shot through, no deflected. No flexion. Hisserick. Clearance got blocked and right into the glove with 0.7 seconds to go. Yeah, trying to call for a little bit more, maybe literally, I think 0.3 ticked off. It's so hard to stop it on time.
Jackman had a great opportunity there. Definitely was a little interference, got blown up after the play as he tried to make a solo effort, go in shorthanded, just not going to get it that time.
Face-off is one back, but it won't matter as the penalty or the period expires. What an exciting period it was. We're now tied up at 1 going into the final 15.
Yeah, Kirkwood certainly got themselves back into this game. Shots only 20-18 in favor of Vianney. Kirkwood had some great scoring chances, great offensive play. And it's anyone's game going into the third at this point.
Shots were 10-7 in the first and then 10-11 in the second. And that's how we stand. We'll step aside. We come back. Third period action live from Afton in the Battle of Kirkwood.
Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Here for the third period, brought to you by Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. Perfect spot after the big game. Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not just one thing, it's everything. As Kirkwood winning the opening draw, this final 15, 1-1 the score. as Hunter Ely getting the goal to tie it up for the Pioneers, but Wolkoff bring it in. He had a power play goal in the first on this same side. Trying to move it through. Back end, there's a stick broken and wristed down by Kirkwood. Stick belonging to Burke. He'll go off. He's not happy about it, as he will go back to get an extra stick from behind the bench. As now Vianney will slowly move it up ice. They bring it through. Left off. Nattel trying to skate it through into the slot. Polhar able to stick it away from him. Back down low. Salas maneuvering around. Hits the broken stick behind the goal line. Settles it. Waits. Nearly rolls away from him. Goes over to the far side. They play it around. Pull him. Waits. Stops and starts. Back across. Shot in. Fired wide. And back out. Kirkwood full strength. They come back around. Quick shot in. They score! Quinn Wolkoff, his second of the game.
Well, Quinn Wolkoff with an absolute snipe. Just from below the right side face-off circle. Might have had a screen in front, and that just goes right over the glove of Ava Whaley into that top right corner. And Wolkoff has his second of the game and his 10th point on the year.
It was just an incredible shot there. Able to go glove side shoulder, walked it in, and wristed it in from the near side circle. And Vianney retaking the lead at the 1:46 mark of the third, right after the power play. So they wrist it across, picked off by Jackman, quickly the other way. Jackman, good move, but was too heavy of the touch afterwards. Piasecki wristing it back down low. Burke there to run into a man. Griffins looking to move it up in the form of Rhea. Fired back down low by Jackman. Played over to Elliott. And now Vianney bounces away from him. Backhanded back down low by Ely. Picked off by Rhea. Could have been a 3-on-2, but it fired right through Schloss. Monroe plays it back. Piasecki tried to backhand it through. Jackman trying to give a big hit. As there's a couple of guys tangled up, that being Jackman and Elliott, who gave him just the extra tiny little, I see you chuckling back there. I could hear it, and it was kind of a funny little shove afterwards.
It said, the student section said, let him go. He's just a baby.
Oh, come on. He's not that young, is he? Played back. Jackman giving chase. Played her way into the skates there of Seago. Now out in front. Backhand. They score! Braden Messala picked it up in the crease. Forehand, backhand, and he doubles the lead for the Griffins.
What a goal. I mean, what a goal from Messala in front of the net. Just goes forehand, drags it to his backhand. Whaley slides over, and all he has to do is wait her out that last second, slides it right back in the empty net. And just like that, Vianney has a 2-goal lead.
Slam in the easy button they put up on the glass after every goal from the Vianney side. And it's 3-1 Vianney now, as looking to walk it through. Still trying to battle through there for the Griffins was Fagan, and they're right back into the Kirkwood end. Dishing it away to Tamble. But now back the other way comes Kirkwood. 2-on-2. Graham with Fisher. He'll just dump it in on goal, and the stop is made as a stick falls down, and Graham got a little bit late there, just making sure everything's in order.
Just had to clean up shop, make sure everything's all good.
Yeah, everything's right. Just taking inventory, making sure all hands, legs, arms, heads, everything's still in the right spots. So that's what you always want out of everyone on the ice.
Certainly hope so.
If it gets to that point, I'd be concerned.
Very, very concerned.
Fisher on to take the draw, facing off against the 2-time goal scorer Wolkoff, and it's Wolkoff getting the draw win. And he's on hat-trick watch right now. It's Clanton trying to walk it through as he touched it over the line. Graham worried about getting a hit. Did not get out of the zone.
And I'm not sure that his head coach is going to be too happy about that one. So you can't do that chance from the Vianney faithful. And, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not like
do that.
Not really a you can't do that worthy play,
No,
but you know what?
not.
Hey, just let the kids have fun. That's what I always say. Played back. Fisher trying to give chase. Goes off of the boards. Glove down, and now back the other way comes Clanton. He'll wrist it into the glove there of Vogelgesang. back below the goal line, and they'll begin their breakout with Nattel. He'll take it himself over the red line. He'll bring it into the Kirkwood end all alone. He'll dump it in on the backhand. He'll pick it back up below the goal line. Tries to wrap around, pops out in front. Clanton able to bring it out. He'll move over to the benches. He'll look to move it through, and he gets laid into the boards there by Nattel. Shipley, the defenseman, moving it up over the red line. He brings it in. Shot cross ice. Pulhar is there, unable to collect. At the blue line, and we'll just pull it out there. Salas dishing it back to his defenseman Pullman. Knocked away by Riggio by a second. Giving chase as he is given a lot of trouble to pull him. Able to backhand it back to Shipley. Shipley will try and flip it high. Glove down by Burke. He'll just fire it back down low. Stopped at the goal line there by Vogelgesang. Wrists it up high off of the glass and will have the speed for an icing. 10:45 to go here in the third. 9:34. Not surprised. It is not surprisingly late considering this was an 8:30 start time.
Yeah, that helps that there's no ice cleaning after warm-ups, nothing between the periods. You just go right into it.
45 minutes, and you better get it done in the 45 minutes to an hour. We have approached a little bit over an hour. Face-off won by the Griffins. Pulhar able to steal it away, trying to make a move across. Probably tried to play it over to Grundler. As now Vianney with a bouncing puck, able to clear the zone. Burke able to pick it off the neutral zone, run into, shoved into the glass. Moving it up, Seago wraps it along the near side boards. Hisserick jumping up, slams into the advertising hard, and picking it up, Elliott for the Griffins. Can't clear the zone. Pops right back to him, though, in the circle. Goes through the skates of McCleary and flip back in, not deep. Pioneers unable to get a lot of offensive zone time here as this one is deflected into the bench, and a nice snag with no glove on the bench there by Drew Steinhaus.
Something we haven't touched on, Jake, is backup goalie Shane Powers. His spot is in the penalty box.
Yeah,
he's not on the bench.
It's very rare, but I mean, you need a guy to open up the box for your guys.
These are very small benches here too.
That is true, yeah. I think he has some space though, what I'm seeing, but that's just me. Griffin's able to play it back in the Pioneer end, wrapped around, giving chase with Shakovsky. And a little below the goal line, near the near side corner. Pulled out by Fagan. Unable to push it through. Bollinger chips it ahead. Off of the boards. Palasecki giving chase, and a good defensive play by Rhea. Played through. Guys go tumbling. It's going to fall down into the Kirkwood end. Bollinger to pick it up. He'll stop behind the cage, and he'll begin to move it up ice. Bollinger off of the boards, wanted to connect with Ely, but Ely was staring the complete different direction. Almost won it back, tried to dish it off to Jackman, played back up, moving it ahead, was to Tamble. And they'll start back up. 9:12 to go here in the third. It's 3-1 Vianney. Wolcup with 2 goals and Messerla with 1 as well. That one's played through. Another unclean breakout from the Pioneers. Wrists it in off of the linesman. And he's yelling right now at the disher, saying, "Better next time go cross ice. Go to the other side. You see me here." But, well, you're always supposed to dump where you think you can dump. That's just how they teach you. That's not a double entendre, by the way. Hisserick dishing it back down low, or correction, Ely that was, able to pinch it off. And Vianney the other way with speed. Pull him. Skating it through over the blue line, at the circle, on his backhand, able to pull it through, continuing, takes it for a light tour, dished it off, Salas, going back down low, shot in, got deflected wide.
Linesman is still chirping at Fisher.
Interesting.
Not a professional look at all.
As now Kirkwood trying to break it out, and a good play on the backside from Fisher. That was Shipley getting the business there from the linesman after that dump in. Played back ahead and wrists it around. Pull him there to pick it up in the far side corner. Stross there getting in his face for a little bit and played back up. Right back to Monroe at the neutral zone. He'll flip it in deep. Kicked ahead. Battle for Fisher picking it up. Top of the circle. Waits. Dishes one down low. Got deflected on the way through by Shipley. Still behind the cage. Sticked away by Vogelgesang off of the boards, and it's going to go all the way down. No icing, as the lineman says Monroe could have played it. Burke giving chase, shoved off the puck by Salas. He now has it on his backhand. but dropped out. And Kirkwood the other way. Spinning on the near side boards was Jake Fisher, trying to move it through, taken away for a second by Nattel. Still battle for Riggio, plays it around, a little bit extra on the near side between Fisher and Salas. And again, it's just sitting below the goal line, almost a high stick. Vianney let him play it, and they still control it. Not for long, but played back in, one away by Nattel. He now has it. Oh, nearly went for Michigan. Dick, and played back in, and got stripped up a little bit. On the backside there was Seago. Battle for, and we are going to get a penalty here as Graham barreled his man from behind into the Zamboni doors, that being Austin Elliott, and he's going to have some words for him still. We'll see if this is just 2. I would imagine it would be.
Yeah, they're just going to give him 2 for a – they're going to give him a 2 and a 10.
Interesting.
For a hit from behind. And
so Graham's done for the day.
Yeah, you just trying to set the tone, keep the kids protected. You just don't want anything to get too carried away. 6 minutes, 41 seconds to go here. Just want to keep the guys, make sure that they're playing with their heads still.
Looks like a timeout may have been called. But Graham is to the box, 2 minutes, and he called for the misconduct. So Graham is done for today with 6:41 to go. He will make his way over to the locker room. He'll need someone to sit his 2. That's not a way you want to end your game, to say the least.
And Graham's been noticeable, too. He's definitely been noticeable tonight. Him and Caden Jackman have stood out the most for me as on this Kirkwood Pioneer squad, just generating offensive chances and scoring chances and just being everywhere on the ice. He's played with a lot of speed tonight and just a tough play and unlucky.
Don't forget the MidStates Hockey Game of the Week is brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. Also, if you're looking for a perfect spot after the big game, head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not just one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and, of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything. As they are still, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. The whistle's blown multiple times, 3rd time now. Vianney's not out. Stross goes to the box. There's still only 3 guys out for Kirkwood. Not sure what was all going on there, but it happened. So Stross will sit the 2 minutes for Graham, and it'll be a 2-minute power play as the official's going to blow the whistle. As there is still some conversation. And now we're finally good to go. Jackman across the ice from Schloss on the draw. Jackman winning it back, but it's won back. And whistle goes as it was.
The net might have been knocked off.
Net again. Was off, yes. A good play on the backside there. I believe it was McCleary walking it in, able to win it off of the forward draw.
Untouched.
And it was won back by Jackman, but McCleary was right there to pick it up first. Either him or Seago wasn't able to snag the number just that quickly. Trying to win it forward this time. Played back to the point. Now they'll set up the power play. Far side, a pass running through and off of the boards, but not out. Shot in, deflected, takes a bounce, out in front, and the save made by Whaley, but a good deflection off the shot by McClary, able to pick that one up out of midair in the slot.
Yeah, knocked it down, kind of deflected it to his left just a little bit. Ava Whaley had to be ready and prepared for it, swallowed it up with almost no problem.
Face off on the near side. Jackman against Schloss again. Jackman tried to win it forward, and it's kicked away. McCleary back below the goal line. They set up. Schloss holds on to it. Back up to the far point. Pullum to the corner. Holding it. Back up from McCleary. Pullum shot in and found its way through everyone. Near side Schloss. Battle through. There's a guy without a stick. That being Ben Bollinger. Battle up, deflected, and that one goes wide. Bollinger able to pick up his stick. Vianney still working on the power play. Shot in, didn't get deflected. Still moving through in a pair of skates belonging to Burke. Still in, shot, and a save made by Whaley.
This power play's looked much better from Vianney so far. Just it's been all them. Kirkwood can't get anything, can't close down any lanes, passing or scoring, and they're having a lot of trouble just icing the puck too. Vianney's all over them.
Shots 27-21, Vianney. And Carson Graham getting the 2-minute minor and 10-minute misconduct at the 7:19 mark, or correction, 8:19 mark of this third period. I can do my math pretty quickly with this. As it's played back. Hisserick in the corner, run in too hard there by Elliott. And Vianney with control of it again behind the goal line. Salas waits, tries to flip it to the far side. It connects at the point and fired back down low. As Monroe tried to clear it, couldn't get it. Shot in, blocked on the way through by Ely. At the hash mark. Under control, Elliott. And backhand it back down low. Monroe with it in the corner, trying to clear. He can't get it through. Pinched off at the boards by Glarner. Ely trying to pick it off. Wilkoff there. Back out to the point. Salas stops it. He walks. Dishes it off. Shot in. A save made by Whaley as it was let go by Elliott. As now waiting agonizingly to get out of the box. Stross with 2 seconds left on the power play.
2 seconds to go. He was ready to hop and look for that feed out of the zone. With Kirkwood icing the puck with those last few seconds to go. But
that's the nice thing, too, about this rink is that there's no glass above those penalty boxes. You can just hop the boards.
Hop them.
You usually can't do that in a lot of places. As finally, Kirkwood back at full strength. Monroe trying to wheel it around. They'll pick it up. Looking to skate it through. Runs into a lot of guys, some of them being his own. And finally, Kirkwood out of their end. Ely bringing it up over the blue line. He gets run into on the backside, but to Tamble. Over to the far side. Pullum trying to break it out through some skates. Out of the zone. Ely picking it up in his own end right below the blue line. He'll look to bring it through. Got run into. Final 4-7 to go. Flipped up high. Bouncing through some. No icing. It's going to roll all the way down. Shipley the first one to it. Eyes on the Kirkwood net right now with Whaley. Still stout behind, between the posts. Riggio unable to get a stick to it. Vianney trying to move it up the other way into the stick of Shipley. He'll pick it up and fire it down low. 3 skaters off for the Griffins. Moved up. Here comes Jackman for the Pioneers. 1v5. He's able to skate through. Jackman trying to bring it around. Try to one-hand poke it on the backhand. Unable to push it through. Is right there with an open look as a centering feed. Unable to push it through. Was Bollinger down low. This one's played through. Polhar now trying to dance back. As they are without Graham now. Missing a forward. Piasecki right now. Dishes it off. Berg, high flip. Trying to connect with Jackman. Able to settle it. 2-on-1. Jackman walks it in. Centering feed, and it got deflected at the last second by Pullum with a good defensive play. And now Vianney the other way. Final 3 minutes here in this one. Vianney up 3-1. Bollinger picking it up. Blew its higher. Burke picks it up. He'll skate it. Starting at the far circle. Off the skate of Jackman and fire down low. Back into the Kirkwood end. Burke off of the boards. Trying to play it through. At the goal line. They play it across. That being Vianney for Schloss. Back over. Wilkoff trying to walk it in. Shot for the point. Deflected through. Still loose in the crease. Whacking at it. Glove down. Nattel waiting. Top of the far circle. Flipped in. Whaley deflects it. 2:15 to go here in the third. Slowly looking to move it up is Burke. It's flipped up high. Knocked down by Rhea. Vianney still in possession. They'll bring it in. Whaley not creeping out of the net. Shot in and the save made with the blocker and shoulder.
A great save from Whaley there. Great rebound control. Not letting anything out with Quinn Wolkoff just crashing that net. And if that puck comes loose, he's right there. And you know he's hungry for that hat trick.
Well, we got plenty of games coming up here on 590 KLIS, the Lou Information Station, both on YouTube and on the radio live from wherever we may be for more exciting Mid-States club hockey. Trying to play it through. Fisher with it for the Pioneers. Cross ice feed to the far side. Ely runs into a man. Final minute 46, that is, in this third period. And finally out of the zone. Whaley still looking. We'll see if they even intend to pull her right now. But Kirkwood just can't get any possession whatsoever right now. Nothing in the offensive zone that could get Whaley out of the net. Riggio unable to connect. This one popped out of the zone, though. It was just barely. Wilkoff tried to stop it at the blue line, couldn't keep it alive.
They'll throw their first line out there now. You wonder if they're going to try and get set up, get some possession in the offensive zone, and try to get Whaley to the net. Or Whaley to the bench, I should say, not the net. She's in the net right now.
I was going to say, she's already there. Face off, one back by Vianney again. Wristed back down low by Shipley from the near side. Bollinger picking it up. Wanted to go high, fanned on the chip along the blue line, and having to just pull it out and fire it back down low is to Tamble. In the corner, Bollinger, long feet ahead, able to connect with Piasecki or Polhar, walking it through. Jackman stopping in the circle, poke check, Whaley out of the net, fired down low. And they're going to get a too many here, it looks like, I think.
This other linesman, I think, is saying no.
Yeah, that was because Whaley was on the bench.
Yeah,
Whaley was on the bench.
So yeah, they're not gonna call too many men on
now, but it's going to force Whaley to get back into the net. That's unfortunate for Kirkwood, as now they have to go 5-on-5, and they'll need to push it back into the zone in order to get Whaley on this final 49.5 seconds as it's played into the Kirkwood bench.
Puck deflected off Pluhar into the Kirkwood penalty box, and Pluhar went straight to the bench, and he looked like he might be in some discomfort. Not sure where that hit him, but he's a little shaken up after that.
Jackman lining up on the draw. Cross once again from Wolcomp. That's the game winner right now. His 2 goals is what has Vianney up 3-1 along with Braden Messerla. Played back down low, held on to, I think, for a second, Vogelgesang was thinking if he could fire it down low, but it played back up. Jackman, the shot, save made, rebound, kicks back up, in the slot, shot still loose, backhanded on, and they score! A 6-on-5 goal, and it's the Jackman getting it in to make it a 1-goal game with 27 seconds left.
2 points on the night for Caden Jackman. That's his first goal after an assist earlier in the game. Just a little bit of a fluttering puck to the glove side of Vogelgesang, and Jackman got it out of the air on his backhand. Just some great hand-eye coordination. Game's not over for another 27.3 seconds, Jake.
Goal number 3 on the season for Caden Jackman. It's played back, and Whaley already off of the bench. Jackman down right now after the draw. Feathered across. Final 18 here. Fisher, they're going to need a quick jump here. Gets tangled, and he gets blown up. Fired the length. That one's going to be an icing in this final 6 seconds of play. What an open ice hit.
Yeah, Fisher just got caught with his head down trying to get that puck into the zone. Gets a couple back taps from his teammates on the bench, like just letting them know, hey, you know what happened there. We're not gonna give you anything for it. Just keep that head up.
Face off on the far side. Final 7 seconds. It's going to have to be a clean draw. They got Jackman right back, top of the circle. Burke lined up on the near side. One back cleanly, but out of the zone, away from Jackman. A final 2 seconds, and one flipped in on net for good measure as the buzzer goes, and Vianney able to win this Battle of Kirkwood.
And they stave off a late push from the Pioneers. Just a tough loss from Graham earlier in the third on a hit from behind. You can't have that, losing a forward in a tough game like this. But Vianney was the better team in this one. That's the reason they came home with the win.
3 goals, 2 of them coming from Quinn Wolcott. 2 fantastic goals from Quinn Wolcott. And another one from Braden Messerla. On the other side, it was Hunter Ely and Caden Jackman getting in on the scoring. A good push, but it was the beginning of the third is what sealed it for Vianney. An excellent push to begin the final period, and that is how it ends. 3-2 the final score, but you really got to hand it for Kirkwood, not giving up even into the dying seconds.
No, they played till that final buzzer, and that's all you can ask for, especially as a coach. Had a lot of heart until that last buzzer went. And just going to get a few extra handshakes in here with some guys that know each other, just being in close proximity, travel teams and whatnot. But definitely no complaints from a Vianney side. Kirkwood has a few things still to straighten out going into the middle part of the season here, Jake.
Looks like some parents are looking to get some photos with all the kids as well. They always like to see that.
And that's what, whenever you have situations like this, when there's nobody after you on the ice, you can do that. You have a little prayer circle too for Vianney, something that they'll do after the games.
Yeah, you love to see that, and just a connection with the team, and it's always nice to see the other teams in the mix as well. Final shot totals: 33-22. Vianney leading the way as they picked up a power play goal in the mix as well. As Vianney improves to 3-0 on the season. Kirkwood still looking for that first win. Their next matchup will be against SLU High School back in Kirkwood in a really tough matchup against the Junior Billikens.
Yeah, the Bills are a good team. They're always like a team like Vianney is. They play with a lot of speed and a lot of skill. One of those teams like Vianney, CBC, and DeSmet, like we saw last week, just going to have their work cut out for them. That's going to be a fun one too.
Vianney will look to continue the streak. They'll be right back here in Afton taking on the Red Devils in Chaminade. Last year's runner-up in the Challenge Cup saw them not too long ago taking on DeSmet in that 1-1 tie. What a game that was, and it really should be an exciting one here for Vianney on Saturday.
Yeah, that's going to be a great game. And 8:30 on a Monday night, you're not going to see as many people, but on a Saturday night,
oh man,
a game like that, this place is going to be standing all the way around. It's going to be absolutely packed. So that'll be a huge one for sure.
Now, this has been the MidStates Club Hockey Association Game of the Week, brought to you by Mattingly Lumber. From foundation to finish, house all of your home building needs under one roof with Mattingly Lumber. One call, one solution, mattinglylumber.com. And make sure to tune in Friday night. That's right, all the way back just a few days away. Friday night, November 14th, right here on YouTube. Clayton will host Ladue in an excellent battle Friday night, and that will be at Queenie for an excellent tussle between Ladue and Clayton. So don't miss out right here live on YouTube on the Lou Information Station. Puck drops at 8:15. We will begin pregame at 7:55. And don't forget, for the complete schedule and game times, visit luinfo.com. And again, a big thank you to our fellas also at STLSportsCentral.com, helping us get here and really boosting us to this spot here. Can't thank all the fellas over there. Check in on all the post games. Follow STL Sports Central on just about every single social media we got. We got live post games for Blues, Cardinals, City, Battlehawks, Illini, Mizzou. We're getting close to nearly going Missouri State, SEMO, Lindenwood. We could get crazy if we really wanted to. We cover just about everyone, especially on the professional level in our big time teams from the area. So make sure to give us all a follow and check out some post games coming up soon, not too far away. Well, Daniel, closing thoughts from you on a really great game, another great game here for MidStates Game of the Week.
Not really what we expected. I expected Kirkwood to just kind of come out and throw the body, play a physical game. They were throwing the body, but not like I thought, and didn't really set a physical tempo early. And that allowed Vianney to just play their style of play all game, use their speed, use their skill. And that's why they came out with the win. Now, you got to give credit to Kirkwood. They didn't give up until that final buzzer, But Vianney overall was the better team in this one.
Yeah, it really did prove. And I think it was great to see, though, that these teams were still somewhat level with Kirkwood. That second period push that they had was really, really strong, able to tie it up, out shooting Vianney. It was really tight-knit after, just a 1-0 first. They came out flying in that second.
Yeah, they did. They wanted to prove something. They wanted to prove that they can skate with this Vianney team who has a lot of skill and will likely make a deep run in the postseason this year. But just wasn't the outcome they were looking for, but a lot of games left to play. Going to go back to the drawing board for the next one.
A good start here. Still early in the season. A lot of games to be played. As we mentioned, Vianney, they have Chaminade next right here at the Afton Rink. If you want to check that out, 8:30 Saturday night. Kirkwood will be back in Kirkwood taking on SLU High School also Saturday night, 7:30. And also, don't forget to check out Clayton and Ladue right here on 590 KLIS, the Lou Information Station, live on YouTube, 8:15 puck drop, 7:55, the pregame show. So for Daniel Hinkamp, my fantastic producer here today, Dave Green, we thank you all for listening in. I'm Jacob Stonick, and this has been the MidStates Club Hockey Association Game of the Week right here on KLIS, the Lou Information Station.